ago, Grant, and you were talking about giving everything up for the gym now, and you want to put your life is in the
Yeah,
gym.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And usually you just hear that a lot from the fighters. My life is in boxing and the gym and whatnot. But for a coach to completely evade everything else of work and focus on the gym, it's a lot of commitment, isn't it? And to say it's a small packed gym, and then you've got the amateurs as well that you have to take care of. It's a lot of work, but you're getting through.
Yeah, very lot.
Yeah.
You love
These
it,
get a
don't you?
life up to it, and these guys and everybody in my gym knows I give 100%. I might be strict sometimes, but I'm not doing it because I always say I'm not a nasty person. I'm doing it for their benefit, and the drills and the hard work. And I'll tell them if I'm open, aren't I? If I think I'm doing something wrong and something out of order, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
And I always say to these, we're a team. If you think I'm doing something wrong, you come and tell me. So I try to give. I don't try. I do give 110% to these. And I thought, with the careers now, like obviously before Charlie come, Sonny were here, and I'm like, he got all the attention. Obviously,
Yeah.
the amateurs got the attention, and the others got attention, but he got the majority of the attention because he were at a higher level.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and it does go down in a pecking order. That's how
That's
it is.
the way it
And
is,
if I've got two fighters out at the night, I go with the most important fighter.
Yeah.
And
100%.
that's how it goes. So it come to a stage where something had to break but I know what 95% of other coaches have done.
Yeah.
They'd have stayed in work and gone with the money.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know what? I love this game. I love my fighters. I treat them all like family.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to do what's best for them. Because if they got to go somewhere else, this was before Charlie come, obviously. If these guys had to go somewhere else, I'd feel guilty, because I'm not saying they wouldn't do it, but I couldn't see anybody giving them what I give them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just, I don't mean in the boxing way, I mean in commitment.
Say being a family, looking after
Yeah,
their
and commitment
finances
and everything. I watch them like a hawk.
Yeah.
not
How
easy.
not a
Just the
mentor as
boxing.
well as just
It's not just boxing.
Yeah.
I watch the
not-
lifestyles.
Yeah.
I treat them like my own kids, and I say, if I think you're doing something wrong, I'm going to say, and I'll not let anybody rip these off or do them no harm if I can help it.
How important do you think that is as a coach? Because, like, if you talk legendary terms, Chris D'Amato and Mike Tyson had a very similar relationship where it was more family than it was coach and
Yeah.
fighter. How important do you think the relationship in terms of trying to almost be like a father figure to a fighter is?
If they understand and they see that and they know I'm doing it for the right reasons, I'm not just saying it, a lot of coaches, it's money.
Yeah.
And when money's involved,
And they clock out when they get out of the gym. as
yeah,
well.
and people realise money comes first
That's true.
before loyalty and family. I've always been brought up by my dad, which is a big part of he's a big part of my career, and he's always with us fighters. All my family are. Friendship's worth more than money.
Definitely.
And if I'm happy, I'm not going to be the richest man, but I'm a content man.
And look at what you get to do. Look at what you get to experience. I mean, like, obviously you've experienced this with Charlie winning a world title, your first fighter to win a world title. Sometimes those memories in life are worth more than any amount of money in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah,
Do you know what I
history
mean?
book, yeah.
And I mean, how did you, when you first started training, did you ever think, like, obviously, did you start training amateurs and then get into the pros? Did you ever think, one day I'm going to train a world champion? I'm going to get a world. Was that the goal from the start?
Yeah. I've set myself. These know my goal. I've got a goal. I'm not saying I'm going to finish. If I do get there, I might not get there.
No, you are going to get there.
But
That's what we
I've
say.
set
You are.
myself a goal.
Law of
Yeah.
attraction.
Yeah. 100%.
My fighters know my goal.
Yeah.
If it happens, then I go further. Yeah. If I don't, I don't. But I'm going to try, and I'm going to enjoy myself while I'm trying.
So what's your history in the game, Grant? For everybody at home who doesn't know who Grant Smith is, how did you get into the game? Obviously, boxed when you was younger.
No, I didn't box.
Didn't box
no.
when you was younger. So
Didn't box.
How did you get to the point where you are now, basically, and get into it?
I did a bit of training when I was younger, obviously, with my dad, my uncles and stuff like that. So, in and out, never took it serious. Football was my game.
Right.
Not bad footballer, so Saturday, Sundays, everything in week, it was football. And then, obviously, I got back in gym, and then doing a bit of training. Then my kids followed. My kid never got forced to follow me into the gym. My two daughters, my son. They just followed. Then they were training, I were training, and then I just got into doing a bit of coaching, helping out a bit, and then training our Dalton, my son, which is my youngest son, my daughters, Javan and Chelsea.
And obviously Dalton's flying now in the
Yeah,
the
he's
GT
my
setup,
youngest.
isn't
My
he?
daughters have retired now.
Yeah.
They're all national finalists, ABA finalists. My kids, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Champions. And not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, yeah. I knew one of your daughters was as well. Obviously,
Both, they're both not
Dalton.
ABA finalists. Both
Bloody
my
hell.
daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and Dalton's youngest.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then obviously started coaching, and it just took off from there.